Hello again, I'm back in front of you, Ryan Vanderpaul, for IUR 190G. Sorry if I'm always looking off this way. I've got a pretty sweet view from my room, and I like to stare out windows, so don't be distracted by me as I am distracted by something else. Anyway, I'm in front of you talking about a U.S. patent application. It hasn't been granted, but it's U.S. patent application number 20100198453. I briefly talked about it earlier and went over an overview. So as this is not an official patent, it does not have official claims. However, looking at it, it's got a brief overview, and then it goes down and it's got a detailed description. And I'm going to presume that this detailed description is really what's going to turn into Claim 1. As I'll read it to you, it sounds an awful lot like a claim. So the first part of the detailed description from U.S. patent number 20-100-198-453. Once again, it's a bicycle application for iPhones that Apple. Sorry, I had a total brain fart there. That Apple is producing. So, detailed description. Excuse me. This is related to an electronic device for use with a bicycle or in a cycling environment to provide feedback to cyclists regarding their performance or the performance of other cyclists with whom they are riding. In some embodiments, this can be applied to other types of vehicles, e.g. motorcycles, automobiles, or trucks, or other modes of transportation. For example, walking, running, horseback riding, or transportation using any other animal. Although many features described below can be in the context of a bicycle or cycling embodiment, it will be understood that these features or descriptions can be applied to any suitable vehicle or mode of transportation. Actually, as I'm reading that, it doesn't sound a whole lot like a claim, but and maybe I'll just talk about why it doesn't sound like a claim. Actually, it doesn't say. Usually, the first thing a claim is it says this is a system or this is a method, and that was absent here. You'd think that it would say this is a method for cyclists keeping track of their data of their bicycling, and it doesn't have that. So that's one way that it actually doesn't sound like a claim. However, as I read it to you, I think it was pretty obvious that it did go into pretty good depth, into pretty good detail about what this system that they're going to be doing, what the system that they're going to be patenting can do, and what it does. Now, one thing that I think is interesting is that they left it open for other modes of transportation, motorcycles, automobiles, trucks, etc. Which, yeah, maybe I'll get into the obviousness of that later. Yeah, I'll leave that undone for now. But it's pretty cool. They also did other animals. Like using walking, running, horseback riding. It's a pretty good idea to leave it open so that if this goes well, this can take off with they can use it in other applications and presumably still use this patent. Oh, one thing I didn't mention in my previous video in the overview, and I just got this from the internet, is it said it was being Nike. I'm sorry, Nike was helping them make this. So obviously Nike has the know-how in the sports industry, and then it'll be an interesting pairing with, of course, Apple being a big tech giant. So hopefully this patent gets going, and I think it'll be a good one. So I will see you next time. Once again, Ryan Vanderpaul for IUR 190G. That's UC Berkeley. Thank you. Cheers.